Welcome to
What?
welcome to episode
Oh,
130 of MTMJ podcast with the wife. I said episode 130. We're moving along, babe.
yeah. I didn't know you hit the button though.
I tell you what though, I think sometimes people need to leave their opinions off of social media. Sometimes their opinions can come off insensitive to people who are having real issues in the world. I don't
That's why I
care.
said opinion.
I don't care even if it's a money grab or you think it's a money grab. It ain't your opinion to say, "Oh man, I think this person was chasing a dollar." And
Why?
maybe
Ain't that what we do?
no,
We give our opinions on stuff.
yeah, we
Like
do,
Cassie, she just wanted the money.
but I'm not
That's what
about
I'm
to.
getting.
Yeah, I'm understand that, but
That's messed up though, because you got people out here who's real life victims who really want to say something, but now it's like they gonna be laughed at because they thought somebody that could have opened a door for them or helped them or gave them the encouragement they need to say
hmm,
something now can't say something
okay, we'll get
because they
into
not doing it for money. They
we'll get
doing it to actually get their point out.
we'll get into it after we get this podcast vibe started. Let's
I
go.
said I'm a field goal. Fuck you.
That's your
But you
type
not
of
about to
music.
eat me with no damn gum and spit it in me. You crazy.
That's your type of music. That's your type of music. But we ain't gonna talk about that because when you walked in that room with that towel around your waist, singing that daggone song, I knew that is the song you wanted me to play on the podcast.
That is not.
So respectfully, I had to make sure I support my
That's
wife
actually not.
because
If
that's
you'd
what I
have asked
do.
me, I could have gave you a couple
I
songs.
bet you could have, but that's the song I decided to choose because that's the song you've been playing a lot of.
Mm-mm.
I mean, that's the song I've heard a couple times, baby. But we're not gonna get into your preference of music because we know what that is. You know, it's
My
just
preference.
yes, your
Your
preference.
opinion. We not doing that.
Yeah, let's go.
Huh.
Did you put it through? Did you put it through? Did you put it through?
So this exchange right now is between KeKe Palmer's mother
I'm sure.
and Darius
I'm
about
sure.
harassing KeKe and being upset at the Usher concert. Yo, is that it? I guess that's it.
I'm sure. Ron Wiggins. I'm sure. Ron Wiggins. If only you actually like.
Well,
They don't want us to listen to it, but anyway, it seems
because she
like
said she was gonna shoot him.
I tell you what, like I think there's certain there's certain situations I just avoid to get myself into because I just think it's best that I mind my business. So like if I have a situation with someone in her family, I would tell my wife my problem and I allow her to address it, no matter what our situation is. This happens every time, it does 80% of the time.
Okay.
80% of the time, only
Okay.
only if I know that whatever the situation is, I can't hold my tongue, so I need to deal with it myself. But for the most part, I leave those type of conversations up to her. I'm not just gonna blatantly go and disrespect no one's mom, and I'm not even gonna put myself in the situation to be disrespected by nobody's mom. So certain conversations I just avoid. But I'm not gonna say totally I stand with the mom saying what she's gonna do, but she's gonna protect her child. So she's gonna do whatever she got to do to protect her child.
I mean, but in the heat of the moment, people say stuff. Just you get what I'm saying. That does not necessarily mean she's actually wants to fit. Actually shoot him.
In this day and age, you never know. You never know. What if she would pull up on that boy and shoot him? You saw how he was acting. What's your thoughts about it though? Because you sitting there looking all crazy.
I mean, some stuff you don't talk about. You just handle the business. That's it. I mean, they just talk about it. But from my understanding, his background from his parents
There's
and
your
stuff
excuse.
is just
I just talked about this a couple of episodes ago. Just because you were
no.
raised in
I'm
an abusive
saying from my
household,
understanding,
oh
his background from his parents was abusive, but that does not mean that that's how he had to. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, because
That
you
doesn't
can't
have to
walk
be
in
his.
you can't walk into the court and say, man, you know what, Judge? The only reason I was abusive to my baby mother is because, man, I went through it as a child. You know what that judge gonna say? What did you do to get help to make sure that you wouldn't become what you were raised around?
But a lot of people can't help that. A lot of people can't help that. That's just like some people who are sexually abused and they end up becoming the abuser. You get what I'm saying? End up
Mm-hmm.
becoming a predator or whatever because that's what they know. And nobody has addressed it with them or nobody has put themselves in a position to say, hey, I see your trouble. I see something's wrong. Let's, work on this. How can we help? How can we figure this out? But if you don't have nobody there to do that, you only go by what you're accustomed to. And if he was accustomed to seeing his mother getting her ass whooped, and he thought that's the love, that's what it is. That's just like teaching your kids love because of what you think is love. You teach it to your kid for them to think, okay, well, this is how I was taught to love, or like the chivalry thing, having the boys open doors and things of that nature. That's something that's taught because that's something that the parent has taught the child because that's what they want to groom them into. Not everybody. It don't mean that a man ain't shit because he don't open your door. Maybe that's just not something he's accustomed to. So if that's something that you would like to happen, that's a conversation. Like, hey, I'd like for you to open my door. I'd like to feel wanted. I'd like to, these things. But if that's not what they're used to, and nobody has took their time to sit and have that conversation, what you expect out of certain situations. And a lot of people say, well, I don't want to get in a relationship with somebody and I got to do this, I got to do that, like a build a bear. But how does that person know how to love you or how to address you if you don't teach them?
Yeah, and I also think sometimes in this generation right now, and KeKe is our generation, but right now in these relationships, folks are not investing the time to actually truly get to know the partner that they're trying to either spend the rest of their life with or make a baby with.
They need to be out here with their Lori Harvey shit. Like, I'm here for a season, for a short time, not a long time. Once somebody say, hey, I feel like this relationship is, getting to the point where like merge, she like deuces, adios. It's like she out this joint pimping for real. Like you in a relationship, you would think people get in relationships to find that one. You know what I'm saying? To have that, this is my person. She out this joint just living. Even if that person can be her potential person, it's like, yeah, we got a year max. That's just
So KeKe's mom claims Usher is gay, which
what?
which she later explains was an attempt to protect her daughter from more abuse. These are her words, and I quote,
What the heck? Usher
that's
got
what she's not she really don't believe Usher's gay, but in order to calm his mental down, she wanted to deflect the fact that her daughter could have any intimacy towards Usher based off of the fact that he's gay. This is what she said. That's what your mama raised. Dick suckers, cause your brother's a dick sucker too. You probably suck dick too, she said in the clip. Keep effing around and I might get somebody to F you. So I guess this is after she made the statement about Usher being gay. No, then she went on to say Usher is gay, she yelled. You and your stupid ass family don't even understand the business. Usher is gay, guys.
But why would you put that out there?
She said she put it out there. The reason that she put that out there,
Cause she's stupid as fuck.
She later explained she put that out there to attempt to protect her daughter from more abuse.
What you could have did was just had her removed from the household. Like you could have just went and got your daughter to sit and put that lie out on somebody else. Like, come on now.
So my question to you is, how do bloggers potentially get access to private conversations? And this is what happened. Sharon accuses Darius of illegally recording her without her permission. Also explained that she only called Usher gay to keep KeKe safe. She said the lie I told about Usher was to get Darius to stop abusing my daughter on account of jealousy. She commented to the neighborhood talk post. So I said he didn't like women for her safety. She continues, everything else I meant with my chest, and I didn't expect anyone to hear because recording me is illegal. I guess he is okay with jail, but I knew that when he put his hands on my daughter, he is still abusing her in all of this, trying to paint himself as the victim. Textbook behavior. And I'm gonna tell you something. It's I guess it's good that she has someone in her corner because there are a lot of women out here that don't have no one in their corner, including their mother that can protect them from predators, even the people that claim to quote unquote love them. So the fact that she has a protective mother that will go above and beyond to try to
Mm-hmm.
protect her daughter, I commend that. I just think like you got to spend the time getting to know your person before you start like just settling in with people because it's more about looks and the penis, or it's more about the pussy and the face. It's like you got to understand what people got going on internally. You got to get to know people's backgrounds because a lot of people do use past traumas as an excuse to take advantage of you.
But you get to know somebody, you really think you know somebody until a
And still,
child is
yeah,
involved. Until
yeah,
a
that's
child
true.
is involved. That they could have been together 3, 4 years. You get what I'm saying? Things
hmm
all good, all sweet. But once a
Well, I can
child
only
comes
say
in the picture,
how I feel about the situation. I just get tired of people
but your
using.
opinion.
Man, shut up. I get tired of people using the excuse that, okay, man, I was raised in an abusive home. I was raised in a home where my grandmother was verbally abused, but she ain't back down. That's because she old school. Ain't no more old school women that's raising women to be old school. Like this chick right here, she ain't about to take nothing. She don't back down. She just told me, man, I can't have no potatoes because I got rice. Oh man, so hey, Scrappy been busy, right? He been busy lately, boo.
He been living his best life. Why not? What's wrong with that?
Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying he been a busy man. But the question is, do you think Bambi was naive to believe that she would divorce him and he wouldn't go back to Erica?
Who said he going back to Erica? Him and Erica relationship before back like when him and Erica separated,
Mm-hmm.
and then they had this mutual agreements, to co-parent and
Mm-hmm.
try to have a respectable relationship for their child.
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with people being adults and being able to be around their ex? You get what I'm saying? If not their ex, but their child's parent.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with it.
I mean, but if
But
you're
you
an
know the
adult and if
bloggers
you're
trying to
grown,
say that they
they
remarried and cock sources. Cock sources trying to say they remarried because they keep seeing them doing parties together. Hey, listen, I ain't mad at them trying to get money together. If they got a hosting gig and that hosting gig say, I'm gonna pay you X amount of dollars, but only if you both are in attendance, we taking that gig because everyone's eating. But but people also got to choose their friends wisely. Because some dude came out and said that they paid them to make socks for for a wedding.
they
You see
pay
that?
who?
They paid this dude to create some socks for a wedding.
Who paid?
That's what he said. Erica and Scrappy did.
Pay him to make socks.
Yes, with their faces on
Okay.
it. Dead ass. This man went on the blogs and said, "Man, look, Erica and Scrappy married." You know how I know? Because they paid me, and it may not have been they paid him. He might have said they had me make socks with their faces on it, just because they had them make some socks.
But it doesn't mean that they're married.
Yeah, I agree. Moving on.
People
That's
just
none of
be
our business.
reaching. Oh, they be reaching.
All right, staples must have. Staple must have when you. I don't get it. You read that one. That's your topic.
What?
That's what you put down there. Staple.
Staple must haves when you was a kid. Like, what is it that when you was a kid that you had to have if it was you, the household, things that, reminiscing. Like,
I
prime example. Back in the day, Skin So Soft was like a must have. Like my grandmother always had Skin So Soft. Just like Crisco
Where's
always.
skin so soft?
You ain't had Skin So Soft?
Mm-mm.
Like, people sold Avon and stuff or whatever. So Skin So Soft was like the baby oil type
Yeah.
thing, but it came in a bottle and had a little spray. And then my grandmother swore it rid of mosquitoes. Like you who did like now Aquaphor is a thing for us. Like we always gotta have Aquaphor. Like grease monkey down. But Skin Soft, Crisco was always like a staple in the home, like stuff a must have. Like we could not be without those things.
Um, I honestly wish I had those type of experiences. I was raised. I mean, look, my grandmother. We wasn't well off, so I had to make do with whatever I had. So a lot of the things that probably you and everyone else grew up excited to have, I just was excited when the cable was on because you go from watching 10 channels to being able to watch 100 channels.
What's 10 channels?
2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 13,
Wait,
14, 20, and 50.
wait.
That's
Those are them
those are the
cable.
non-cable channels.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about when Pastor was saying well, now it's too many channels, and I was like, man, yeah, man, I remember those channels. So like, I just was excited
No,
when
we always had cable.
yeah. See, I didn't always have cable. I also didn't always have the shower. So like, you couldn't take showers in the house consistently because the water would leak to the second floor. And the only time it would leak is when the shower was on. So I had to take a lot of baths. So there was a lot of experiences.
Well, you was dirty because after you take a bath, you're supposed to take a shower.
Yeah, I know. But most times I just stood up and used the water. And listen, those type of experiences is no excuse. I learned a lot in, through those experiences. I'm just saying a lot of those staples that most people probably grew up enjoying, I wasn't privy to it just because of the circumstances I was in. And that doesn't take away from uh, the experiences other people have. I'm just saying I just didn't get the opportunity to get these type of experiences. And I'm not I'm probably better for it, but we're gonna take a quick break because it sounds like little ninja is upstairs. Now I'll tell you this: there were certain things that I enjoyed, like oatmeal pies. So if that's a staple, yeah, oatmeal pies was my thing.
You always had oatmeal pies.
I always had oatmeal pies. But see, I ain't get them little tiny ones. I used to go to the corner store, make sure I paid 75 cents for oatmeal pie, maybe 50 cents. I think Lord Debbie's was 50 cents. Now Lord Debbie's is $1,
Oh no,
$1.25, $1.49.
that's crazy. I'm a fat girl. But Twinkies, Ho Ho's, Lil Debbie's, all them things was not my thing. That was
Yeah,
a hot sausage, pickle,
yeah.
sunflower seeds, pickled egg.
Hmm. All right, we know this week we got Thanksgiving.
Oh
What is
my
one
gosh.
thing that you know you got to have at Thanksgiving that nobody better not screw up? I'll tell you mine's sweet potato pie. Swear to God, you mess up you mess up a sweet potato pie, you gonna hit my raft. I don't even care if I hurt your feelings and make you cry. No disrespect to you. No one asked you to make it.
He did that to my sister, y'all.
Crushed her heart and left. Dropped the mic and everything. Walked my ass clean up out of this house. Ain't nobody asked you to do that. And I'm listening to Grams tell her she told her what to do. It's clear you didn't follow her instructions because this shit does not taste nothing like a sweet potato pie. That shit tasted like a lemon rain pie, but it looked like a sweet potato pie. And she was so confident about that sweet potato pie too. I was the wrong person to let taste that pie first. She should have let someone else taste that goddamn pie.
But
Man,
you always gotta get into the sweets.
I'm doing God's work. That's what I think. I think it's the devil's. I think the devil was using her that day when she made that goddamn sweet potato pie. Talking about she followed the instructions. Ain't no way in hell you could have followed them damn instructions. Grams is just sitting there. I told her what to do. No, no, she didn't listen. She did the opposite of what you told her to do. What
I
about you,
don't
bro?
have.
It don't gotta be sweets. It can be
I
just
don't
food
have.
in
But I'm
general.
just saying, I don't have one because I
You do
don't.
all the cooking.
Yeah, and I don't like the normal tradition. I don't feel like last
Exist
year we
anymore?
did right. Last year we did what, Italian. The year
Yeah.
before that was Chinese. Like I don't.
Chinese. I don't
Yeah,
remember that.
I made Chinese.
Yeah, there still was a turkey on that table, and there still was sweet potato pie.
You fried a turkey attempt,
What's that supposed to say? That sounds like a hate.
and of course I made the sweet potato pies because that's what you wanted.
Don't say it like that. My kids wanted to.
Just like I gotta make how many?
Yeah, you better make sure you make that cornbread.
So if I just make sweet potato pies and cornbread, we good.
No. But you know, there's some people that be messing up the turkey and all the other good stuff. Dry ass turkey.
So what else I gotta fix?
So you know what you gotta fix, but we're gonna move on. This conversation about to go too far.
Nah, I'm asking
No,
because
I'm
you
not.
ain't say I'm not making no macaroni and cheese. I'm tired of macaroni and cheese.
So Ti recently opens affordable housing development that includes 25 units for homeless children on the grounds of his grandmother used to grocery shop.
On the grounds that his grandmother used to grocery shop at. It used to be a grocery store.
Oh, okay.
And he was able to.
Did you see that? So real slow reading that shit. It- no, what the fuck is you doing? The fuck? The fuck is you doing? Don't take my damn drink.
It's the second title you chopped and screwed. But that's what's up. But my thing is, he said for the kids, where the parents gonna
Development.
be at?
It includes 143 apartments and 25 special units for homeless kids. The Entrada West Side sits across from Center Hill Park in Northwest Atlanta. T.I., whose real name is Clifford Harris, told us he remembers how the community struggled when he was young. The arts and entertainment industry in this city has been able to collaborate and be, I guess, profitable enough to offer the community so many things that, are much needed. Developers say the property was once a shopping center where T.I.'s grandmother used to shop for groceries. Today, Atlanta rapper T.I. attended the ribbon cutting of his first.
Well, babe, that's amazing, right?
It
I think
is.
a lot of people are doing those type of things now. I think at least the artists that got some type of real influence are finding ways to give back to their community. The problem is, you know how the niggas are.
Yeah, but I like that he was like it's for homeless children. But does that mean that children who are like real live on their own are able to have a unit?
And do you want these version of the children to have a unit?
I mean, but I'm quite sure like
There's qualifications.
they're very humble. You know what I'm saying? If they've been on their own type situation to now have a roof over their head.
Man, you know how these kids are smelling themselves now.
But it's,
Being humble just don't exist.
but you have some who are less fortunate, and it's not to their
You heard
own
what Pastor
devices as
said
well.
today about being humble. Some people need to go somewhere and learn how to be humble instead of praying to God to bring humble to Him. Lord, please make me humble. No, how about you just go and learn how to be humble? And these kids ain't trying to be humble.
Okay, so Salem Hospital in Massachusetts reveals that hundreds of patients were possibly exposed to hepatitis B, hepatitis C, and HIV.
I
The
need a lot of money.
fuck?
I need a lot of money if it's a possibility I'm gonna die from all that shit.
The fuck?
I need to be
Nearly
able to enjoy my life.
450 patients at Massachusetts Hospital may have been exposed to HIV and hepatitis.
That's some wild ass
That
shit.
is crazy. They said that the exposure occurred while patients undergoing an endoscopy were administered IV medications in a manner not consistent with their best practice. 450 people that you did not do. Give me
Oh,
my
so the potential
bag.
exposure happened during
Give me
COVID.
my bag.
Say 2 years involved patients who needed uroscopical procedures. Oh man, boy, that sucks. That sucks.
Can you imagine getting that phone call saying, "Hey, we need you to come in and get tested"?
But see, it also saying they haven't really truly confirmed those cases. You got to be tested for
But still, do you not understand? It
it.
could
If
take
yeah,
up to 10 years before you are
yeah,
actually like get the
show the
positive
signs.
the
Mm.
positive signs for like HIV. Like, come on.
And they say we sincerely
I
apologize to
don't hear
those
that
who have been
shit.
impacted, and we remain committed to delivering high quality, compassionate
High
health care to our
quality cut my
community.
check.
And I bet you it's probably in the low. Yeah, that shit look like Greater Southeast.
Cut my check. Shut
It's
it down.
always, man, listen, it's always in like low
Shut it
poverty areas where they
down.
just make mistakes and drop the ball. They just,
450 mistakes.
yeah, it's like y'all, it's like they make the low income residents the motherfucking
Guinea
poster
pigs.
childs of a motherfucking, you know what I mean? That's just crazy to me.
Ain't
That's
no
some,
way.
yeah, ain't no way.
Ain't no way. Cut my check. That's just like what Cassie said. Cause ain't no way. All this stuff with Diddy, Brother Love, Sean Combs, that y'all just overnight while the peasants of us, we're the peasants to them, slept, y'all came to an amicable agreement. She just wanted the money. And that's sad. That's sad to say because her fiance wasn't her husband now. Did she get married? Or is that still her fiance? Whatever.
Mm,
He
I
did a
don't follow
run
that girl even.
for
So this is what I was talking about. So Slim Thug says Casey waited too long to speak on Diddy's claims. Now, putting your feelings about her chasing the bag aside, is it right for Slim Thug to come out and say she waited too long as a person that was abused physically and mentally?
well, the question is, from what they were saying, apparently she had an NDA, so the NDA expired.
Okay.
So I mean, you have some people who have NDAs that have dates, and then you have some people who have indefinite NDAs.
So if I'm Slim Thug and I'm not informed and I have a big following that I do, and I go on my platform and I say, okay, this person is wrong for speaking out about something because maybe 5 years ago it happened and now they're speaking about it now. Is that irresponsible of Slim Thug not understanding the full totality of the situation?
I mean, I say yeah and no. And the reason I say no is because she could have addressed it before signing off for the NDA. She ain't have to. You get what I'm saying?
But it seems like that is the ploy that Diddy uses a lot with all the people who come in contact with him, either business or personal.
It's a money grab though. It's basically if you, I'm the one with the bag, and without me, you ain't got nothing. You get what I'm saying? That's kind of what
Hmm.
it's given. Like, sign this, I got you forever. You get what I'm saying? We good. But if you don't sign this, something gonna happen to you. Cause it sounds like he be out here putting out hits and stuff. I know when one person, Carisha she ain't about to play that. Carisha, please. Young Miami ain't about to. Mm-mm.
I don't know how to feel about this, man. I think it was pretty quick that Diddy decided to settle, but I understand why he did it. It's all about business. He's feeding a lot of people, and this is negatively affecting not just him, but the people who probably didn't have anything to do with it. So maybe that is why he decided to settle. The lawyer said by him settling, this is no admission of guilt. Now, for me, I think when you settle, there's information that possibly that could come out that you just don't want the public to know. And maybe that's why he decided to settle. And maybe the information that she had nothing to do with any of the claims that she is bringing before him. But I just feel like, man, look, just standing with women, I don't think none of that stuff or none of the allegations that she had towards Diddy are right. But I also see a certain situation looking at it from the other side. That it's a possibility that she played a part in some of these things. And that is just my opinion. I don't know anything. But a lot of the stuff that I was reading from the affidavit was a little far fetched. Like flying people in to do this. Like you a grown woman. You can decide whether you're gonna take a dick in the mouth or you're not gonna take a dick in the mouth.
Yeah, she. Like,
Somebody held
you
her and tell
can.
her you gonna take this dick. I mean, I know it's possible. I'm not. I just feel like that's a lot of stuff, man. And
I
it
mean,
did.
you don't know how many people are probably in situations right now that they want to get out of, but they
And that's why you don't.
physically can't or they financially can't. So they go along with it, but it still doesn't make it right.
Yeah.
That's why like suicide rates and stuff is so
Hmm.
ridiculous at this point,
And
and drug abuse. You get what I'm saying? To cope with things, people start doing heavy drugs and things to like block out the situation because you have people who have their thoughts like Slim Thug when he was just like she did it for the bag because that's just what it looked like. Once she got the money, she like all right, good. But it's like
yeah, I would have liked to have seen her kind of see this through and not settle. Just not because I want to be nosy,
I want to be nosy.
but you kind of want to understand exactly what was going on behind the scenes. Because allegedly, Combs was physically violent towards her, controlled all aspects of her personal life, and introduced her to a lifestyle. Hold on, y'all.
Yeah, because Jock said he made her shave her head. That's what that was.
Introduced her to a lifestyle of excessive alcohol and substance abuse, and in a complaint she alleged through threats and violence. She alleged through threats and violence he forced her to engage in various sex acts with male sex workers. If I care about somebody, I don't. Would you want to be watching them? Fuck your girl. That, so yeah. There was a video that was posted last night of them at an awards show, and there was he was a pretty big guy, and he looked like he was sitting down, and he was interviewing the two, and I guess the dude made a comment towards her, and Diddy had that facial expression that from Diaries of a Mad Black Woman, where a dude was abusive towards his girl. He would grab her and yoke her up. I said, "Oh, okay,
Take that, take that.
yeah, man."
Well, look, it's all above my pay grade, but it's still unfortunate because it would have been good for her to say, whatever, because it could potentially help somebody. But we all ain't out here in a position of helping and healing others. So, I mean, because from my understanding, he offered her money before she denied it. So now why go along with it? I'm confused.
Oh my God. It
What?
also says it stated she was 19 and Combs was 37 when they met, and allegedly during their business relationship, which lasted until 2019, he ex- he messing up our feng shui.
He what?
What's this word right here?
Where we at?
During their business relationship, he exerted his power and influence over her, initially using drugs and alcohol to coerce her into a sexual relationship. 19 is a young enough time to manipulate someone into doing things. So, if these claims are true, I think it probably was to the best interest of Diddy to get ahead of the
No,
situation. You seeing some
not in
action?
2018. He forced his way in when she tried to end the relationship. He forced his way into her home and raped her. What?
That's a lot. That girl, that girl probably scarred, man. And that's some real shit.
And here it is. Now she's a mother. It's
Yeah,
always
but
when kids come into the picture,
I
you
also think,
start.
man,
I gotta protect my cubs.
I also think behind the scenes, I pray for her though, because yeah, we can also say it took courage for her to come out and say she gonna file this lawsuit. But man, the internet is so hateful and vindictive and so hurtful. The attacks that she is, it's probably best that she is really silencing herself from any type of social networking scene. Because the moment she settled, yeah, bitch, you ain't shit. You sitting there faking this shit, talking about take that, and all that other shit, man. No, I'm just saying, man, the internet is weird.
Oh
And
yeah.
they take shit and they run with it, and I mean they they will literally walk you right into the bridge to jump off of.
She gave gold digger vibes real quick.
Yeah, you see how you talking, like
But
you
I'm just
in the
saying.
beginning you was like, and it's surprising as a woman that even regardless that she settled, and she ain't even sound like she's standing with the woman. She's like, oh, that girl just want the money. Who cares about all the allegations?
She
That girl
didn't
just want the
care.
money.
She got the money
You
and she
hear?
like,
You hear?
yeah. Them 3 stitches I
It
got
is
in my
it is
ass from it being ripped open or
it
whatever.
is the man over here is like,
Like,
man, I pray for her. Meanwhile, the wife over there is like, man, that girl just got the money. The stuff sounds like it's true as hell, but she got the money. So my thing is, do you think women who have been sexually abused don't got the right to sue their abuser or their
nobody say
their
they don't have the
attacker?
right. But he silenced her yet again with a check.
But is she wrong for her end game? Okay, if I'm gonna give up all this and I'm gonna go through all this, you gonna pay me for it.
Pay me for it. But it needs to all be out there. We ain't get all of it.
Oh, so you think what we those remember I was reading starting from
She done gave us
85 the
cliff
other night.
notes.
Them wasn't cliff notes. Those was legal documents where it state This happened. He flew this person in, and this person put their dick on my lip, and it was nothing. Not on my lip. Not on my lip. That's gay. Yeah, let me correct this shit. Because I know how the internet will clip some shit up and make it. I do it all the time. So, shit. Let me make it
It's
clear.
gonna be a meme out with a dick on your lip.
Dick on the lip. No,
And
no,
me
no.
sitting here like this.
No, 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 no. I don't know. Prayers and blessings to them. I'm glad you
This
got
gonna
paid.
blow over in the next 2 weeks.
Here's the
So
question though. I'm suing you for $30 million. What do you think Diddy settled for? What was enough money to shut her up?
31.
No, they settled, so it couldn't have been 31. What do you think she settled for? What did you think he offered, and what do you think she took? I'm gonna say 10 million.
If she settled for 10 million, look,
What's your opinion if she settled for 10 million?
I ain't gonna get into that.
This is an audio adventure, and I'm trying to pull what I see viewing on your upper lip out. If she settled for 10 million, what's your opinion?
She only did that for the money. Like, you
Okay,
real
you
out
already
wasn't gonna
said
give
that.
us no information. You knew what to put out there to get him stirred up to get a bag. You could have called him and be like, hey, I need some money. That's what you could have did. You could have left all this out if you wasn't gonna actually stand. Like, it's giving real punk vibes. He just
Who's the
punked her
punk?
ass again.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, yeah, I got you. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. But what if she was the one that approached him about settling? What if her lawyer approached him about settling? Like you know the lawyer talk. You know we both don't want this to go to court, so my client will take 15 million, and you count offer. We'll give her 12.5.
We going
We'll
to
take
court.
it.
The information that she got that can shut him down, that can ruin him
Oh
potentially,
well, then it was way more than 10 million. Now
that can ruin him.
I think she gave. I
Man,
said 10, but maybe close to like 20, maybe 25. It couldn't have got that close because if it had got close, he would have just fought that shit in court.
fought it in court and all that stuff come out, whatever she got. That's like playing chicken, like poker, playing somebody
There
bluff
you
type
go.
situation.
I'm starting to
Like,
wake her
there's
up.
there's no way. Like I said, she could have just called him and been like, "Look, I'm having some financial strain right now. I need some money."
But if you said she in a relationship,
That
right?
don't mean nothing.
That nigga
He ain't
broke.
got Diddy money.
Take that.
He ain't got brother love money. Shit. So it is like this a blowover.
Peace and blessings. Let's move on
Peace and blessings.
to her.
Fuck that. No. No fucking peace and blessing. Like I said, you got real victims out here, and if you was really a victim, you just got punked down like that. Like, no. Fuck, stand on that shit. That's that shit that be blowing me about some women. Like, you talk big shit behind the screen, but when it's really time for you to stand on that shit, you back down because of this mother. Fuck him. Fuck no, no. I don't want it. I don't want it to the juggler. Like, I don't want it as kids and everything. Like, motherfucker, you play with me.
What if the kids were complicit? Specifically, the two boys. I'm trying to get your engine going.
I can get my engine going.
It
Like I
started.
said, it's above my pay grade, but it's just fucked up because you have people who's really like, oh my gosh, Cash. Like, I was like, damn, that's fucked up as happened.
You
Think you
definitely
gonna
was,
real
because you
life
you hit me
take
with. Did
this
you see
shit to
this?
court? Like, she real life gonna go for it. And then soon as y'all amicably came up to it while we went to sleep, y'all, man, shit. You might want to hear that shit. That's that rich people shit.
Man, what's going on with Angel Reese?
She looks stupid as fuck.
She had a hot girl summer.
She don't look intelligent at all.
She definitely had a hot girl summer, but she said, please don't believe everything you read. The Baidu Barbie, Miss Tiger. Man, listen, I believe everything I read. I saw what you were doing this summer. Girl, you were outside with your dude. Y'all were everywhere you can go. You were picking up all new endorsements. You bought you a new car. You was in these streets. You was as soon as the daggone championship finished, that motherfucking confetti that was on the floor didn't get cleaned up good before you was doing all sorts of interviews. There was no time for you to focus on your education. And now the problem is when you did all this, you was 20. So now that you're 21, and you know with this generation, when you get ass $1, they take 10. So you already know. Education was the last thing of your word. Girl, you felt like you was a made woman.
Baby, that first year of college, second, whatever, living your best life when that ain't something you used to and you get that academic probation letter.
Yeah, that's just the worst. You get that damn academic probation letter, they on your ass. The moment you fuck up, you screwed.
You get that academic probation letter, it's a pearl clutcher. Like, woo, wait a minute. Hold up. I gotta get this together.
It's easy to find out if her GPA really is underwhelming, though. So for her to say don't believe everything you read, you can go online and research people's. Can you? Can you go to the school website and look up a student athlete's GPA and see what it is?
Not unless
Ain't that
they have
public records?
It's not supposed to be.
Oh, I wouldn't think that's a HIPAA violation
That's
because
not.
a lot, people that's actually doing good, they want their GPA to be seen.
Well, I mean, yeah, when you in certain programs, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But from a stipulation standpoint or whatever, like nobody's grades are just sitting out there posted. But she gotta have a 3.0, right?
I mean, but look,
To be able to play sports.
I don't know how many endorsements she has,
She
but
about to lose them.
those endorsements are are only good if you're
she's playing.
seen and you're playing. If you can't endorse their shit on the court, you are no good to them, and you're gonna quickly find out that the world will forget about you. You know they'll love you in the moment, cause girl, last season you was like top earner for all women and NIL deals, and you jumped ship from Maryland to LSU because LSU could offer the most money in NIL deals. Listen, sometimes you gotta stick to where you got the most support. You also said you all the way in California where it's just you. You don't got the support you need. I mean, New Orleans. Yeah. You also said you in New Orleans where you don't got the support and sometimes it can be hard. So you've told your fan base that it is tough playing all the way in New Orleans versus being somewhere where you have the support system to support you.
She went for the bag.
Yeah. We're going to see what them lashes look like in the next month. She better fix that GPA because, boy, the world will forget about you quickly.
She gonna fix it because everything gonna go.
Everything gonna be on hold.
She gonna turn into the Cinderella before the carriage. Bippity boppity boop.
I would hope, but I would hope though, like if you got the potential to make 10 million in an NIL deals at the age of 21, and you can do this for the next 2 or 3 years, you would take 5 to 6 hours out of your day and just focus on your education a little bit. And to be honest with you, one thing I learned when I was in high school, if they feel like you are good enough talent, they will do whatever they can to make sure they support you in any way that you
But
can.
any sport,
but they also
got
won't.
study halls.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. They also will they'll go as far as they can, but you also gotta be able to do some of the work yourself too. You can't just be out like just saying, okay, I'm that bad bitch. I don't need to do nothing. I'll get Becky to do it for me. Well, how much you think Becky gonna be able to do when she got her own shit to do?
Becky ain't got nothing but to collect that bag and still do her work and your work. Because y'all in the same class. So she about to copy and paste and just add a couple little extra words. Not no real whole lot of different work. But she gonna figure it back out. Or she gonna be back in Maryland.
Yeah, man.
Be back in Maryland.
Talk about the second part. All right, babe. What else you got, babe? Anything else? God damn, boy. Paul Wall look old as shit. Full gray.
Oh, wow. Oh.
That nigga look like somebody's grandpa.
Sitting sideways. That was the shit back then. Paul Wall, all them music. So how did you like Andre's Flute album?
Man, I made it all of 15 seconds. I tried to. That shit gonna go off inside like the massage places and shit where you get your massages.
Oh, it's like elevator music.
All that. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Oh, so when we on hold with customer service, that's what we're going to do?
Yes, that's the music.
Okay.
No vocals, no nothing. All flutes and instruments.
Oh.
And whistles.
Blow the whistle.
Andre, man,
he wasn't on my.
Talking about people wanted him to make a rap album, but he said he's too old to be rapping. What can he possibly rap about? Andre, if you don't get your monkey ass on somewhere, that goddamn bullshit. You don't put that bullshit ass album. I thought it was hey yeah, ain't get none of that shit. This bullshit. I can't hear nothing out of nothing. That doesn't make me feel good. I don't feel good about listening to fucking blows and whistles and shit. You like blowing on shit. God damn it. Goddamn bull. Put that stupid ass album out. You should have put that shit out on your own. You should not have put that on DSPs. It should have been on SoundCloud somewhere. He should have sent the link on Instagram. He should have put it on Instagram.
He should have put it on a Tubi commercial.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I went from 1 week Jeezy, hit my Breezy, 2 Chainz and Wheezy. I've been vibing.
Oh, you like that rap? I'm having, girl. You just rap like shit. Oh man.
No flutes, baby. No flutes.
I tried to put that shit on the car the other day. She laughed my ass up.
What the fuck is this?
She laughed my motherfucking ass out. Well, y'all, we've come to the end. Thank you for listening to another episode of MTMJ Podcast with the Wife, episode 130 of the podcast. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, rate, review, comment, share, like. What else we got? Definitely rate and review. Wherever you listen and they give you the opportunity to rate and review, please hit that rate and review. Leave a one-liner. You can pause the podcast at any point during this episode and do that for me, please. Just rate and review and leave a comment, just letting us know if you like it, if you don't. And if you don't like it, you better tell us why you don't like it. Because I think sometimes we really do be in this joint just chatting. It's just like us talking, man. And I enjoy these.
And another thing, there is no acting.
No
acting. This is
real.
A daily.
Yeah.
I told her we should have like cameras all throughout the house. Just catch
so you can see
random
half of this shit. It's just crazy.
Because even down to the kids should just be wow. But somebody gonna give us a TV show. Oh jeez. I don't want a TV show.
Flicking with the Johnsons.
I don't want a TV show.
Me either. I don't want to open my kids up to that.
Because that
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that comes from that behavior.
Yeah, when they get the editing, chopping and screwing.
I want just enough money to be able to take care of my family. I ain't looking to be a millionaire. I'm just looking to be comfortable.
Give me the
millions. And we out.
Happy holidays.
Happy holiday. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Peace.
Y'all that dry as turkey.